especially sa ngayon kasi we are experiencing inflation, and by the way, kung paano tayo na may problema ngayon, hopefully we will not go into hyperinflation. So lahat yun affected yung MBC and all the other companies. Venezuela is under hyperinflation. And so kapag like Venezuela, even yung mga employees nila, hindi pwedeng kumuha ng mga banks outside of Venezuela. Kasi decline sila. We don't want that to happen in the Philippines. So, yun. Hopefully, dahil na-establish naman yung tawag dito na yung relevant at reliable ang radio broadcast. Hopefully, that will makatulong siya sa magiging negative effect naman ng current situation natin. How was the rise of digital streaming and social media affected MBC? Well, as I've said, it's not just MBC. It's across all radio broadcasting, but then, again, MBC is already into the digital streaming also. So, hopefully, mag-balance yun. In terms of the political side of things, what effect, joke lang. What effect does political events do to the programming and content? Well, on the advantage, mas may content ka ngayon. Kasi yung interest ng tao mataas. Diba? And since hindi madaming AI nga, as I've said before, kanina, pupunta siya yan sa radio. Kasi, tsaka yung, for example, yung flood and then the earthquake, wala namang mabilis na makakapunta na sa digital ng kung hindi ka meron ding sa radio Kasi like si MBC, naka-establish na siya, may mga tao na siya sa provinces. And then our digital will also rely on those na nasa provinces. And then yung inaano nila yan, yung lahat ng info, pinaprocess ni digital namin for SOCMED. So kahit sa digital side, mas mag-rely pa din yung mga tao dun sa digital ng established radio broadcast companies. Ayun nga lang, syempre, tawag dito, any news na ibato ni MBC will have to make sure that it's tawag dito, tama. Kasi otherwise, you will have mga legal concerns. Diba? Kasi ngayon, konting mo lang, pwede ka mademanda.
Yes.
So, kaya kailangan talaga maingat ka sa lahat ng nire-report. Hindi, hindi naman pupunta sa maliliit na mga Diba? They will always go to sa bigger company. So, kailangan lang extra ingat. In your opinion, what broadcasting regulations or licensing requirements have the greatest impact on the broadcasting regulations or licensing requirements? Daily operations. Do you have idea? Sa broadcasting regulations and licensing requirements? I mean, do you have some expectations na?
Wala.
Actually, hindi lang siya sa daily operations. Kasi is yung franchise. Pero it's being applied 1 in every 50 years. Kasi yung mga free-to-air yan, may franchise yan na ina-apply sa government. Tapos may mga hearing yan with the Senate, mga gano'n. What's good is that MBC is naka-apply na ng franchise and meron na kami
up to 50 years.
50 years. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. You can check naman. Pero
actually, ma'am, nabasa ko nga po yata 50 nga yan.
50 yata yan. Ang tanda ko 50. Sabi ko sa hindi ako nagawa na sa inyo. 50 50 yon. So, yun yung pinakamalaking license na kailangan. Plus, the regular, yung mga, meron din kami naka-assign na group that applies for license ng mga iba-ibang mga license, not just broadcast license, na naka-assign yung regulatory and compliance group namin. They are the ones ensuring that every radio station, every business ni NBC is registered.
So, may specified team po?
Oo.
Okay.
So, sila yung nagpupunta sa mga provinces.
Okay.
Ganon. Regulations, the broadcasting industry is being regulated by, member kami ng KBP. So, there's KBP regulations na sinusunod kami. Even in the financial side, yung pag-collect, KBP is also involved. For example, merong mga tinatawag na yung matagal magbayad. Malapit na mag-default. MBC, we normally submit it to KBP and then KBP will do the collection as part of being a member of the KBP. And other regulations are like, for example, yung mga rising na mga herbal products. So, yung mga herbal products, napaka-dangerous siya kasi nakakabuhay ng patay. Yung iba, di ba? I mean, yung term ng commercial nila is kahit stage 4 ka na or stage mabubuhay ka pa, parang gano'n. Diba? After 1 month, 2 months, nawala yung bukol, mga gano'n. And as MBC does not air commercials that are not ASC approved. So, every commercial will have to go through, yung commercial, may mga list yan, si ASC will have to go through the application for approval. Kasi may mga disclosures yan kailangan natin. So, yun yung daily operate, almost daily na kailangan namin na i-execute. Meron din kaming grupo for that. At tapos, ayan dapat si advertiser. Pero, pag nahihirapan si advertiser, we have a group who helps them. Kasi MBC ensures that kahit yung mga nasa dulo ng probinsya namin, yung in-air nila is ASC. Kasi we recognize MBC's influence sa mga tao. And we don't want na magkaroon ng tawag dito. Ano ba, inumin nila yung mga herbal products na yun na misleading. We don't want people to be misled doon dahil in-air namin yung commercial na yun. Actually, bumababa ang benta namin. May impact siya. Because sa provinces, madaming mga ganyang in-air. And MBC opt not to air. Kahit mataas yung i-offer nila na
Kailangan po sa
Oo. Ang ginagawa namin, tinutulungan na lang namin sila to get ASC clearance. Pero syempre, tone down na yung commercials nila pagka ganon. Yung iba, they don't want to, kasi sa provinces, kasi medyo mabagal naman yung paghuli sa mga ganyan. So, tawag dito, nakakapag-commercial sila sa ibang radio stations. Kung papakinggan nyo yung, if you have time to, i-monitor yung sa ibang probinsya, may madidinig kayo mga ibang commercials na wala kay MBC. Sa mga, especially sa provinces, most of them, kung herbal, hindi talaga namin siya tinatanggap. So, ganun yung namin, yung control pagdating. Ayaw namin magkaroon na ayaw namin magkaroon ng problema yung sa influence namin sa yun yung regular regulations na ginagawa namin.
Tsaka based din naman sa mga sagot mo, talagang iniingatan nyo yung trust nyo sa customers.
Oo. Ano yan, before yan, papasok sa amin yung broadcast order, papasok yung material, our CRM group will have to, check. Pagka yung ng completeness, dapat yung material na ipapadala nila sa amin should be accompanied by AS clearance. If not, hindi namin siya i-air. Ganun siya. Kahit mawalan ng ano. Oo, kasi syempre, kung may influence ka, dapat alam mo kung ano magiging effect nun eh. Do you think there are new platforms or markets that the company should see as more profitable for future investments? I guess mas makakasagot dyan yung R&D namin. Research and, meron kaming research and development na Pero, as for the new platforms, mostly mga naman yan mostly pang digital yung
Yes, channel. Di ba mag-launch kayo bagong channel?
Channel, oo. Yan, parang July siguro. Most profitable, we see, kasi sa ngayon yung digital namin and then yung radio namin is hindi ganun kalaki pa yung influence sa total sales namin. But as a whole, kumbaga nag-aambag siya kung paano maging profitable yung radio broadcast namin. Kumbaga, tinitingnan namin siya as parang partner doon. Ganon. Kasi for example, kung radio broadcast ka lang, wala kang digital component, posible na hindi bilhin yung mo Diba? Pupunta sila doon sa company na mayroong nag-offer ng digital and So, while mas mababa yung digital sales namin, it contributes to the sales of our radio broadcast. Ganon. What external threats such as online-only competitors or new entertainment platforms challenge the market position and how does... I think kasama na to sa
Yes.
Hindi. Tapos na, hindi ako conventional.